my name is Susie of SusieBouillotte.com. I wanted to make this video because I believe we live in a day and age where the toxicity in the products that we use are really starting to affect our health. So I wanted to create this video and this page more of a resource for you to be able to gain some information, do some research, and just be able to make an educated decision on whether or not the products that you use on a daily basis are really affecting your life and the life of your children and your fur babies, and then what options and solutions are out there for you. So I got approached about this shopping club several months ago, but at the time I had a lot going on and I really didn't look into it and kind of forgot about it. But a few weeks ago, my sister-in-law reached out about our nephew who has very dry skin, and she was asking about some eczema creams. And I remembered that a friend of mine from the shopping club had been posting all these pictures of before and afters with people who were suffering from eczema and dry skin. So anyway, I reached out to her. So she told me about this really inexpensive cream that she had good results with and other people had good results with. But she said to me, listen, Susie, it's not just about the cream, it's about the things that you surround yourself with. So the detergents that you use and the household cleaners that you use, all of those are very, very toxic. And if you're suffering from allergies or asthma or eczema, all of these things really have an effect on your body. And so I remember listening, and there were so many amazing stories. But at the end of it, when she was done, the only thing that I could say, get on me, was, okay, but how much? If you've ever had to look into this out of necessity, you know that these products are much more expensive than your run-of-the-mill detergent that you can get at your local grocery store. A few years ago, I was dealing with infertility, and the doctors just couldn't figure out what was going on. And so I looked at things like diet, and this was one of the things I looked at as well. And I remember looking at the prices going, like, who can afford this lifestyle? And so when this was introduced to me, I got really excited because it actually makes it possible for regular humans to be able to get non-toxic products that are still the same quality, work really well, but are toxic free for similar, if not better pricing than what you're getting when you go to your regular grocery store. So in this video, I want to just quickly cover a few things. Like I said, on this page are your resources. You're going to find videos to answer anything that I might not answer in this video. But here are the things we're going to cover. Are your household products truly toxic? Like, are there studies done? Where is this coming from? Second is, but do they work? That's great that I can get non-toxic things, but are they actually going to work, or am I going to have to scrub twice as hard? Then we're going to cover price. I'm going to go over and show you some of the pricing in comparison to what you're paying at the grocery store. And we're also going to talk about how the company can afford to do this at the prices that they do. Then we're going to cover the elephant in the room. Is the shopping club a business? Do I have to run it as a business? I'm going to tell you right now, the answer is no, you don't have to run it as a business. So before you click off, I just want to make that clear. But we are going to cover that so you do understand it. We're going to go over, are there any catches? What are the membership fees like? Are there membership fees? What does that look like? How do I get the best bang for my buck, and so on. We're also going to cover how easy is it to order, because I do believe that that should be a very, very easy process. And lastly, I want to cover customer service, because although this might not be important to you, customer service is king in my books. I will literally boycott a store at the mall if the customer service is bad. So if I'm part of a shopping club that's online, I want to know that I can pick up the phone and speak to someone if I have a question. So these are all the things we're going to go through. Like I said, if you need to elaborate, you can refer to this page. There's resources there, and of course you can always reach out to me. So let's get started. Okay, so let's just jump right in, and we're going to start with how toxic are the cleaners and the detergents that you're using in your home currently. Now, I'm not a scientist, so what I've done is attached a video below. It's 2 minutes long. It's not very long. I try to find the shortest one for all of you people that don't have any attention span. But you are welcome to go onto Google or YouTube and just put toxins in my detergent, and you will find a plethora of information. But in this Channel 7 report that they did showed a study that household cleaners using them is the equivalent of smoking a pack a day. So pause this video, go watch that, 2 minutes of your life that is very, very important, and then come back and we'll move on to the next step. Okay, the second question that I get is, do the products actually work? And this was a big question for me because I'm super OCD clean. I mean, I like things to look very spick and span. Sometimes it's a problem. And I thank my mother for that. Thanks, Mom. But it was really, really important because I didn't want to get products that would cause me to have to scrub double hard just because they were toxic free. I mean, I'm sure that's worth it. But I wanted something to make my life easier. So if you scroll down to number 2, you will see before and afters. And I was actually surprised that some of their products work better than the leading stuff you get at the store. I mean, they have a product that will get permanent marker off your walls, or pin off your couches, or a nail polish off of things without ruining the actual, couch. And because they're toxic free, there's not even child-proof caps on them because they're not toxic. So they're not ruining your things. You're not worried that your children might get into them or might lick your sofa after and get sick. Or if you have fur babies, like, you're not worried that all of this toxic stuff is going to affect them afterwards. No longer do you have to clean your tub and then stay out of the bathroom for 3 hours while it airs out. So that was a big deal for me. But go ahead, look at the before and afters, and let me know what you think. Oh, and something else that I want to mention with their detergents, many of you are buying detergents based off of smell, and then you buy those little beads to make your stuff smell even more. And listen, they're not great for allergies or asthma. All of that stuff really affects that. But I am with you. I love my stuff smelling really good when it comes out of the laundry. And so I didn't want to compromise on that. And I have to say, I get a detergent that is lavender based, or lavender smelling, and it smells so good. And for all of you that are addicted to those little beads, they have an actual extra squirt of something you can put into your detergent that is toxic free but causes your laundry to smell absolutely amazing. So there's no compromising on smell or the effectiveness of any of the cleaners. So that makes me really, really excited. So go ahead, scroll down, look at some of the before and afters, and we can talk more about that later on. Okay, so let's talk about price because obviously that's something important that we need to talk about. And let's look at the laundry detergent. That was one of the first things that I got to test out. And so let's go apples to apples. Let's do, you're comparing something like Tide for 96 loads to this detergent, toxic-free detergent of 96 loads as well. So apples to apples. Both of those cost around $20 regardless of which company, right? Tide, you're paying around $20, $18, $19, $20, sometimes more. And with this company, it's about the same price. So it's about $20, $21. So one of the things that I want to talk about though is, well, obviously it's non-toxic, but one of the things that really struck me hard is when I'm pouring my Tide in or whatever detergent I used to use, I would put it in there and I'd be like, I feel like I need a little bit more because there's a lot of stuff in my washer and there isn't really a measuring system on those detergents. But with this product, you get a pump or you get a special cap that only allows 15 milliliters of the product to actually come out. When you put that in there, you do a double take because it seems like there's nothing in there. I think it's like a tablespoon. And so it seems really, really weird and you wonder how it's gonna do, but I can tell you that my laundry came out looking fantastic, smelling amazing, definitely worked just as well as all the other detergents, but it was toxic free. And I want to talk about the toxic part because I don't know how many men are watching, but for you women, if you've ever put on a bra and done this because there's like an itchiness, it's probably because of the toxins in your detergent and the reaction of that on your tender areas. So this, I found I don't ever have that situation anymore. So I really, really saw the difference in that and just on my skin overall. And again, so that's the pricing. It's about the same, $20.20. But I am definitely getting my 96 loads out, whereas before I definitely was not getting 96 loads out of that container. So let's just compare a few other things. Oh, before I go on, and I should have said this at the beginning, the pricing that I'm showing you is in Canadian. So there is a Canadian site and an American site, and you know, they're in a bunch of other countries as well. But next is one of the things I didn't do when I put my order is I didn't put together, I didn't get one of their pre-made packages, and you save a lot more doing that. Okay, so let's talk about some of their other products, especially when it comes to their house cleaning products. One of the products that gets rave reviews is Mellow Magic, and it is a very heavy duty cleaner. This cleaner can be used on your oven. It can be used on your floors. It cuts through grease and through all the really hard messes. The interesting thing about this is that they concentrate everything. It's really important to them to cut down on the amount of plastic that they use and how much how much garbage is formed from the bottles. So what they've done is concentrated everything. And again, this is toxin free. So you're spraying it in your oven and you're not worried that it's gonna cause anything. You're not having to move out of the house for a day while it's fumigated and killing everybody off in the house. So the floors, I don't know if you know this, but when you walk barefoot on your floors, everything on the floor goes up through your feet. They're very sensitive. That's why a lot of people who promote essential oils will say, you know, put some of our cleaners on your floors because you're going to get all the benefits coming through your feet. So imagine how many toxins you're picking up when you're walking on all these floors that have been washed with all this toxic chemically filled product. So let's compare that. The Mellow Magic is $7.76 for 473 milliliters. Again, you're gonna get up to 121 liters out of it once you mix it. We can compare that to something like Pine Sol. I really couldn't find a multi-purpose cleaner that did what this product did when it came to cleaning your oven and cleaning your floors and cleaning basically everything. And that came in at $3.97 for 946 milliliters. So you can obviously see the difference there. And again, the biggest and most important part, it's toxin free. Your animals can roll around on your floor, your kids can drop their toys on their floor and lick them, and they're not gonna get any of these toxic chemicals in their body, and it's not gonna touch their skin. So that's a really big deal. They have wipes, they have you know, the sprays that you put on your counters. Listen, I'm Lysol Queen. I used to wipe everything down with that. You saw from the video up at the top on the report that was done, you think you're doing something good, but really you're harming the family. So if you can get an alternative, you know, why not? All right, so I don't want to spend too much more time on that. Obviously, if you have any questions, you can reach out. And there's a Facebook group that you can ask questions to as well. People are awesome at saying, you know, which products they liked, which ones work the best, what's the best bang for the buck, and so on. So all of that is in place. But let's move on to why it's possible that this company can actually put out these products at this price, because up to now, I have to say I have not seen a company be able to do this. So I want to break that down for you a little bit, just so you have a back-end understanding of how this all works. Okay, there's a few different reasons for this. One of them is this company does not pay for advertising. If you own a business, you know how expensive advertising can be. So all these other, you know, companies are having to put out commercials and print ads and who knows what else. This company relies solely on referrals. So that is a huge cost-effective way of doing business, which says a lot for the company. I mean, they've been around for 30-something years. They've been going strong, and they've been able to do all of this off of word of mouth and referrals. So that is a huge savings that they have and that they can save on and then pass on those savings to us. The second thing is they make all of their own products. So there's not a middleman where they have to pay out, and everything is made by them. And if you look, as they also have supplements and granola bars and, you know, all of that stuff as well. And it's going off the shelf so quickly that you're actually getting it as fresh as they make it with all of their products. Nothing's sitting on a shelf for years and years or months and months and months. It's basically getting made and getting shipped out right away. So cutting out that middleman is also a massive savings for them. And so that's why you're able and I'm able to kind of get the savings on these products because of those two things. Which leaves me to the next point, because I know you guys are all thinking about this big elephant in the room. If this is a shopping club, is it a business, and do I have to run the business? Negatory, you do not have to run this as a business. It can be just like any other shopping club like Costco, but online, where you go and you get your products, they're shipped to your house. Shipping is super affordable. I was actually surprised. I got a really big package, and it cost me like $7 for shipping. So I was very happy with that. It would have cost me more to go to different stores and pay for gas, and I didn't have to leave my house. So, but no, you do not have to run this like a business. You don't even have to refer it to anybody. Whether you refer to anyone is totally up to you. Listen, in my opinion, if Costco was like, hey, if you tell somebody about this amazing product, they go and buy it, we're gonna send you, a portion of that, or a referral bonus, I'd be happy with that. But not everybody is like that. And so in no way do you ever have to treat this like a business or sign up for any type of business, anything like that. You can solely just buy the product and just be a customer and enjoy some toxin-free living, and enjoy the products that they do have. So just to clarify again, you do not have to run this as a business. Yes, it does use referrals as their marketing and their advertising. That does not mean that you have to get involved in that in any way. If you do have questions about that, I am very happy to answer them. However, I don't even want to touch that right now because this is solely about the products. Okay, so let's talk about memberships, membership fees, if there's any catches, how to get the most out of this. Membership-wise, there's a yearly fee of $20. That's it. And actually, they run quite a few promotions where it is only $1 for the whole year. So depending on, when you're getting involved, that promotion might be going on. So be sure to ask about that. The other thing that I want to talk about is there are two different membership types. Once you're a member, but you can be a preferred member and you can be a regular member. The regular member, I'll give you an example. We're looking at something like this pack here, the 96 load Mellow Power that comes with, we looked at it earlier, your detergent, your fabric softener, your sheets, If you are a regular member, you're gonna pay regular price $68 for that. When we compared that to the store-bought stuff, that was about the same. So you're getting non-toxic everything for the exact same price as you would, or a similar price as you would get it at the store, but it's completely non-toxic. So guys, if you want to change things over, that's the way to go. For me, it's a non-brainer. I have to go to the store and buy this stuff anyway. So if I can buy it and it's non-toxic, that's what I would rather do, and it's gonna get shipped to my house. Now, as a preferred member, you're gonna get an extra discount on that, and it's gonna come to $46.32. So you're saving about $21. Again, this is Canadian pricing, guys. So if you're in the States, it's gonna be equivalent to whatever the American prices are. So the difference in being a preferred member, again, you don't have to refer it, blah, 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 but it's a point system. So every time you buy something, it's equated a point. So as long as you're ordering 35 points worth of stuff on a monthly basis, you're gonna remain a preferred member and you get everything significantly cheaper. Now, if you get one of those, if you get a pack like this, for example, that comes with everything for your laundry, that's about 20 points right there. And if you're going to the grocery store, like you're gonna notice, you're gonna go to the grocery store, and when you go out to buy things, you're gonna buy a lot less things because all of this stuff is coming now through this company. It's toxic free, but you wanna build your points. So you're gonna hit those 35 points really easily. You can change what you're doing every single month. In fact, they really, really encourage that because obviously you're not gonna do 96 loads of laundry in 1 month. I mean, you might, but if you don't, there's so many other products when it comes to everything from, like I said, there's health, there's everything I listed. So it is very easy to come up with 35 points worth of product to then put you onto the preferred membership. So that is it. You don't pay anything extra for that. It's just a point system. And that's it. There's no other catches. There's no other hidden fees. Nobody's going to be calling you to ask you to go do anything. That's it. It's just those two different levels. So it's totally up to you what works best. The first way, you're getting non-toxic stuff for about the same price as if you would go to the store. The second way, you're getting things more discounted. So it's just basically whatever works for you. So I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, just reach out to me. I'll be happy to clarify that. Okay, one of the last things I want to cover is ordering easy? Absolutely. You go online, you pick out your products, then that's it. If you have any questions, you can call them. There's an actual person that picks up, which I love. Everything gets delivered to your house. Canadians, I thought I was gonna get hit with a customs fee. There is a warehouse in Canada. Some of the products come from the States. Didn't get hit with any of that. Still paid the shipping that I was told I was gonna pay. So ordering is very, very easy. If you're a preferred member, you can set up backup orders so that you never, you don't fall out of that 35 point thing and lose that preferred membership. But they they'll send you an email to remind you, hey, check out some of our new products. It's very, very easy to stay on top of that. You want to be able to change out your products every single month. Plus it's fun. Like you can try different scents, and the cleaning stuff is insane. So, you want to be able to try a few different things. So that's that. Super easy to order. The last thing I want to cover is customer service. This is such an important thing to me. I absolutely hate when I buy something or I want to buy something or I have any type of question and I cannot speak to anyone. This is one of the few companies. Even in Canada, guys, there's a 1-800 number. You can call, an actual person will pick up and answer any and all of your questions, and they're so nice. They also have a product section of people who are well versed in every single one of their products. So if you're not sure about something, you can call. So that is huge. I think that customer service is very, very important, and they really do take that very, very seriously. This is a company, again, that doesn't rely on advertising, so they want to make sure that their customers are very happy. It's one of the first things on their priority list. So that is something that I think is amazing, because you don't get that when you go to other stores. And they really try to partner with you. If you have questions or suggestions, they're very open to them as well. So, okay, so that's it. That's everything. If you are interested, just fill out your name and your email address. Do not worry, I will not hound you. If you're not interested in moving forward after that, I'm not going to call you. I don't care to do that. I don't have the time for that. However, you will be taken to a next page. There you can do one of two things. You can either go ahead and then sign up and sign on to the company website so you can see all the products, or two, I will reach out in an email to you just to make sure that you have no other questions. If you do have more questions, let me know. I'm happy to answer them, or I can put you through to a Facebook group page where it's just a bunch of people sharing about their results. So if you have you have a question about how to get wine out of carpet, I can tag you in different testimonial, or not even testimonial, just people's stories of how they use just specific product, and that way you'll know which one works for what, and that'll answer those questions. If you have a question about a specific ailment, or maybe losing weight, because they have a phenomenal program for that as well. So any questions that you have, just let me know, and I'm happy to answer them. Even if after that you don't want to get involved, you don't want to join the shopping club, I'm okay with that. I just want to be very clear and transparent with what's going to happen. So totally up to you what you want to do. The resources are there. Definitely go through to the next page though, and then at least you'll get a better understanding of what the company website looks like. and you can kind of look through all the products and see what speaks to you. All right, well, thank you so much for spending this time with me. I am very excited to be able to share this with you because, again, it's so important. I mean, you saw the video, you saw what the toxins are doing to us on a daily basis, and to be able to get these products at the prices that we can get shipped right to your door, I think is absolutely amazing. I mean, this is affecting kids, like learning issues and asthma and all these things that we're dealing with more and more. A lot of that is from the pollutants that surround us and the toxins. So I can't be more grateful for this shopping club. So, you know, I'm happy to answer any other questions, and other than that, that's it. Wishing you guys all a very great day.